people think they want somebody who's fine and has a big personality and is presentable to the public until they see him getting a lot of attention
Yeah.
and attracting a lot of eyes, and not all attention is always good attention, and
Yeah.
and then they realize that their self-esteem or sense of belonging begins to diminish in the eyes of the partner that they thought they wanted, and then jealousy arises, and these things they realize they can't handle what they thought they wanted, and it causes a lot of issues to arise in the relationship. And they may not be able to express that, to their partner that they're jealous, and so they can't really explain what the problem is. So the other person is not understanding what's going on. Why are you being mean to me? Why is this not working? So then there's so many unanswered questions because nobody's ever going to understand what the real problem is. Because who wants to say I'm jealous of you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jay?
I definitely agree with that statement.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to double down on that one. Red said it pretty clear. Like there is jealousy that develops as far as that person's character being put out in the forefront or being seen by a lot of people, and then like Red said, that unwanted attention comes in, and now it's causing security issues. So especially like say me for instance, if someone is attracted to me who is a big person out there like that, I may second guess that getting attached to that, because again, I'm more of a background person, right? Like I'm not that person that's out in the forefront or just out like communicating with or interacting with a lot of people. So that could cause a problem for me. The question is though, how do you communicate how you feel in that situation? If you do find yourself in that situation, how can you be honest enough to say, hey, I feel like you're taking a lead and I'm falling back. I don't feel like we're on the same plane or we're on an equal level, due to just your character, and it's not a character flaw. I can't say that this person is wrong for being who they are, but it's just drawing the type of attention or it's actually adding a level of responsibility to the relationship that I don't necessarily care for. It's difficult to communicate that. Red hit it on so many
Yeah,
points.
because
She
that
did.
right there means it's the end of the relationship.
Yeah,
You are connected with someone that you're not equally yoked with, because
Yes.
what you want and what they want is definitely not the same.
Mhm.
Good
And
God
then
Almighty.
something
Please
else
move
that
around.
Red said, that that jealousy, you find yourself in a mode of jealousy, and who's going to admit that they're jealous? That's a conversation that probably would never be had.
Yeah.
So what it's telling me right now is if a person is kind of like laid back and they are attracted to a person that has a lot of charisma and everything like that, and they're outgoing, yada yada yada, it could find that once that jealousy sets in, because it can't be communicated, that's pretty much gonna end that relationship over a period of time, or live in misery.
Yeah.
Or live in misery if you can't communicate.
Or maybe that laid back person like me is open-minded enough to create some change, right? Because that person could be bringing something, having that character or being out in the forefront or that capability. They could now be bringing something to me that I actually need. I may want to change always being in the background. I might want to be able to interact with people if I know them or not, and interact with them in a general way where it's positive. Those are traits that I could be actually learning from that person, and it makes me better and it makes me able to get out there.
I get that, but you know what I'm saying? But you can still learn from some people that you know what I'm saying, that you're actually not in a relationship with no more. You know what I'm saying? I've pulled lessons out of relationships that I've been in. That's the only way that I was able to grow. You know what I'm saying? Sister, what you think?
No, I was gonna say to Jay's point, that's good, because a lot of people, if you go in like, okay, well, we're different. And then when it comes ahead, it's like, oh yeah, I want a charismatic person. I want this person, because that's what you're drawn to. A lot of times it's because you don't have that. You're not that. You're the behind the scenes person.
Right.
You're not used to getting all of attention. And so it's like, oh, I want to be with this person. But if you're not honest, to say, this is that person's real life, outside of like, oh, the lights and shiny object syndrome.
Right,
It's
right.
like, what comes with that is like all this attention. And if I'm not courageous enough to or strong enough to deal with that,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, it's gonna fizzle out and it's gonna go crazy. But to your point, if I can open myself up to say,
Yes.
you know what, I can learn from this.
Mhm.
Most people don't want to be honest
Right.
on what it is or what my, I don't want to say problem is, with my challenge. So maybe I need to step up to the plate and say,
Mhm.
I'm dope too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I may not be out there, but maybe I can learn how to be more open just around this person. Now, if they disrespect me, that's different.
Right.
But you have to be open and honest to say, this is what this life looks like. I'm attracted to this person because maybe they are flashy lights. This is what I'm attracted to. But maybe I need to ask myself, can I deal with it?
Can I handle
And people
it?
don't want to have those conversations
Yeah.
with themselves up front. And then get in, and then it's like, oh, well, I'm here now. Well, you need to do what I. No.
Mm-hmm. And so that responsibility in that lies with you, actually,
Yeah.
because you opted to put yourself in a situation that you weren't ready for, and you didn't question yourself first. So you've caused this other person to be in a situation that they didn't ask for. Because I mean, if you think you ready, come on, you know what I'm saying? Here I am, come learn whatever whatever it is. But then you get here and you see you weren't ready, and you're taking it out on me.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
meant by
start,
that.
you start gaslighting, want to change, gaslighting them,
Yeah.
and the whole
Come
energy
healed
from
in
you is
Jesus'
just bad
name,
because
cause-
you are attracted to that. That's attractive
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask yourself the real serious conversation. The real serious question is, can I live with that?
Yes.
That's what I
That's
meant
the
by
You
question.
gotta be
That's what I meant by
honest.
that
You gotta
extra
be
level of
honest.
responsibility because
Can
now
I
it's my
live with
responsibility.
this person? Can I live with this woman that's, in the public's eye? You know what I'm saying? She's going to conventions, she's speaking all over or whatever the case. Can I deal with that? Everybody gawking over minds?
Yeah.
No, I don't
But
think.
people don't self-reflect.
Nope.
This is what we talk
Or play the
about
tape all the way out.
every Saturday right here on the throne. This is what we talk about. People don't do the work. People don't understand how to check themselves before they wreck themselves, because they don't want to be real with the parts of themselves that are not matured, are not healed. People just go around willy-nilly just living and doing shit and just, fucking over people or whatever.
People's
And
lives.
never
Yeah,
holding
that's
themselves accountable. Yes, interrupting people's lives. So if you're not holding yourself accountable, then if something's flashy, to you like a moth to a flame, you're gonna go see what that shit's talking about over there without ever having checked yourself, and people just live like that. So for those of us who have giftings and who are in, the public eye and understand that we attract people and energies to us, we have to be mindful and understanding of other people. We got to see that shit coming. We have to hold ourselves accountable to have boundaries and to create distances between energies that we feel are here to only take. Like if I see you're not elevated to a level that I'm at mentally, spiritually, whatever, I know when to pump my brakes. I know when to put you in the student category. I know this about myself. I'm not going to allow you to get up under me and it's clear that you can't meet me right here. So we have a responsibility also to those people.
Yeah.
It's about self-awareness and then also always remaining teachable.
Yes.
I don't know everything.
No.
And I do not know everyone.
No.
And that's how I can go mess around and interrupt somebody's life, approaching a situation like that because she's hot, she's very attractive and she's got some ambition and she's got some things going on, but I may not be prepared for that.
Right. But then on the other hand, what you said the last time that you spoke, you know what I'm saying? It might be something in there to where, hey, wait, let me tap into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, let's have a conversation with you. There's certain moves that you make that, you know what I'm saying, I probably want to implement in my life, in my business world.
Yeah.
So, let me shadow you for a few days.
Yeah, but have the courage to
How many
speak up and
people-
say that.
Courage.
That's so freaking attractive, but
Come on.
who's doing that?
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Who's humble enough to say?
People in humility, and tucking their tail, and come on.
Yeah.
People aren't doing that. People aren't saying, I see something in you that you have and I want to learn from you.
But I know that. But I'm gonna use you as an example, Red. You know what I'm saying? You see sisters and you meet sisters, man, and you the way you greet sisters and you know, I don't necessarily see you having a lot of women friends, but you know what I'm saying, you respect sisters, and you know what I'm saying, and you're so open. If they ask you a question, you're so open to teach or show, you know what I'm saying? So why are we lacking that in today's society? Why we can't connect that way? You know, like Jay just said, hey, thanks, King, for, you know what I'm saying, you know, showing me this, getting me involved into this and everything like that. Why we can't give to our brothers and our sisters, man? What is stopping us from doing that?
Everything is I instead of we. You know, we take most people, they take. How many people are living in benefit of others? You know, that's a concept that I try to hold on to. I try in everything that I do. What am I doing in benefit of someone else?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, me too.
and when we maintain that type of mind frame, we're not always seeking to embezzle something from somebody else.
Yeah.
You know,
I
grab
was
them,
taught you can't keep what you got until you give something
give it
away.
away. Yeah, but
Yeah.
people gatekeep, man. They gatekeep.
You have that though. But what's interesting, I got a question though, because you just said that he's doing it. Is it that we're not highlighting it enough?